inspection at the barrier. Number 7, a $6.10 chance on the TAB is currently being vetted, and they are getting them set. Perno and Yell are equal favourites ahead of the now Sydney-based mare Libidinius at 4:40. It's the Group 2 Carlyon Stakes. Here's Greg.
Equal favourites on course of Perno and Yell. They've both had support. Libidinius holding third favouritism. They're coming in well. Here's Brief Embrace coming up. Big odds really, isn't she? $14.30. Hasn't been a filly win this race, but 4 only have contested it in the past 10, and 3 of them have run placings in it. So 2 to move in. Ice Point, the one we need to come up, is bobtailed. He had a bad scouring accident when he arrived here from Argentina and lost part of his tail as a consequence of that. Now they're all in. They're set. Perno and Yell are equal favourites. Norman Carlyon, they're set. Starter holds them. Line looks okay from this angle. Obviously something's amiss somewhere. Now the all clears through. Racing. Azevedo slow to move, missed it a length and a half, and Libidinius flew out with Dan Turner. Yellow length and a half away, and Perno's up there fourth, and they're followed then by Ice Point going forward, and then Brief Embrace, Azevedo, and Spedanza last when they run to the turn at the 800, where Libidinius joined on the outside by Dan Turner, who moved up and really put the pressure on. 2 lengths away is Yell on the inside. The Argentinian galloper Ice Point showing plenty of speed as fourth, the outer. 1.5 to Perno fifth, and she's followed Brief Embrace out wider, and then Azevedo and Spedanza. Dan Turner outside, Libidinius driving her mad in front. 2 lengths away, Yell. Ice Point the outside, and then Brief Embrace. Perno waits on a run from Azevedo and Spedanza to the turn. Libidinius drew a neck in front now to Dan Turner. Ice Point's under pressure. Yell needing a run right behind them and is bolting as they came to the corner, but Libidinius has sprinted hard. Gets 2 in front. Yell gets the run now. Here's Perno with her run down the outside. Libidinius about to be grabbed by Yell. Perno's wider out. Yell hit the lead from Libidinius. Perno can't reach Yell. He's bolting away the 3-year-old. Another one for Hawksey, and it's Yell first by 2 lengths. Libidinius a half head to Perno. Just behind them Azevedo, Spedanza, and then came Brief Embrace. Ice Point showed pace before weakening, and Dan Turner, after showing up, drops out to run last. John Hawkes with Yell. He won this race 3 times in a row with Clang, Flavour and Sports, and he's taken it out again after a beautiful ride in the race by Darren Gauci. 2 victories for the Gouch tonight, and Darren combined in 2 of those victories for Hawkes with the Clang and Sports, so he's won his 3rd in the last handful of years. 5 the winner. That's Yell, John Hawkes and Darren Gauci first. 4 was second, Libidinius, Greg Childs and Gay Waterhouse. She just got driven mad by Dan Turner, and there's no doubt that it's also conspired to bring about her downfall. 3rd placing going to number 3, Perno, having a first run here at Moonee Valley. Beaten a couple of lengths on the line. She got a little way back, probably about where you'd expect to find her, and about 5th place on the outside. But she just couldn't pick them up round this turning course, and obviously needs a little bit of sting out of the ground more than probably has been afforded tonight. Time 1:10.3, 5, 4 and 3 of the numbers. 4th place went to number 7, Azevedo. He's run very good. He's up to his old tricks, unfortunately, missing the start, but getting home hard. But the honours are completely with Yell, who's got the very good Moonee Valley form around the likes of Bella Spree and Before Too Long, and another good first up win. $3.40 and $1.50 for Yell, $1.60 Libidinius, $1.40 for Perno, Quinella $8.50, Exacta $18.20, Trifecta $35.30, running double 4 and 5, returning $38.50. 5, 4 and 3. Darren Gauci riding the track perfectly, had the beautiful cart into the race behind the 2 speed horses, hooked round them, and away he went. Yep, very, very impressive victory. 5, 4 and 3 on the Qantas Norman Carlyon. The Wedgwood Vase follows race 5 at 9:30.
Yes, he's won a couple of good races now, Yell. He won the Golden Stakes at Doomben during the winter last year, and last preparation won the Colin Hayes Stakes there at Moonee Valley before he was turned out for a spill. He ran right up to that barrier trial at Cranbourne 2 weeks ago tonight, Yell, and Darren Gauci. The runner-up ran a terrific race under the circumstances. And you consider Dan Tana was right on a hammer for most of the race. So that's Moonee Valley, fourth in the race, number 7, Azevedo, and the first 4 dividends, $126 on 5, 4, 3 and 7. I don't think we've heard the last of Yell for the autumn. Now, Sandown Greys race 5, Talangi Tiger beat Critical Limit and Chief Red Eye. Now, we've just seen a very good finish to the Carlyon Stakes at Moonee Valley. Here's Andrew with more.
I'm going to jump in here. What about that for an effort?
Yeah, it was a good effort, Andrew. It was just good to have him come back, and great effort.
Just had the nice sit behind the pace that was on?
Yeah, Darren rode the horse really well. We thought All Lacey's horse would go out hard, and that's the way it worked. But Darren rode him perfect and bided his time, and he's a really, really good Moonee Valley horse, and that's why we sort of opted for tonight and not for last Saturday.
Just take us through what may be in your father's mind for the next few weeks coming up over the autumn.
I'd love to know what's in John Hawkes' mind. I don't think anyone will ever find that out, but don't know. I mean, you know, there's plenty of options for this horse. You know, I know Dad in the spring was a bit keen to head him towards the Guineas, but he won the week before the Diamond, and he went to Sydney for the Slipper and went on and won a race in Brisbane. So he had a pretty taxing autumn and winter for one of our horses. So we decided after he won the CS Hayes to pull the plug and give him a good spell. And you know, but I think we might maybe head towards the Guineas.
It was a strong effort. There's correct weight. You knew Gouchy was pretty confident at 150 from home when he had a bit of a look around.
Oh, I love it when he looks over his shoulder. You know, if you backed him and he's looking over his shoulder, come on the corner, you know you'll win.
Well done.
Thanks, Andrew.
Wayne Hawkes representing Father John with the win of Yell.
And correct weight on that one at Moonee Valley. Interesting to note that Perno is yet to win on a dry track.
Price. Just about set to go here. And they're off and racing, 15.50 ahead of them. Our Survivor last out, and actually Protective Custody was the first to leave the machine, going up quickly. Mitigate with Little Bit Lively. Not far away, Vital Asset in company with Instant Noodle. Scenic Traveller caught out on a limb, and then Lake's Entrance, followed by Imperial Lodge, Blue Arctic, Full Limit and 2 Hour Survivor. They work their way past the 1100 marker, and Little Bit Lively shows the way. Here's Mitigate, Burning Turf, and going up to have a shot at this leader. Protective Custody drops in a length behind them. 2 Vital Asset, Instant Noodle Utter. Then Scenic Traveller, followed by Lake's Entrance inside Imperial Lodge from Blue Arctic, the rails. It's outside next as they race down the back. Full Limit and 2 Hour Survivor. They leave the 800 peg astern now. Little Bit Lively shows the way from Mitigate. Protective Custody, the Canberry, in a length away third from Instant Noodle. 1 out, 1 back, and 3 wide Scenic Traveller. Then comes on the inside Vital Asset. A length Imperial Lodge. Full Limit making a little headway from Lake's Entrance, and then Blue Arctic, and 2 lengths to Our Survivor. Plenty of chances, 400 metres to go. Little Bit Lively narrowly clear from Mitigate. Instant Noodle letting rip and is ranging up to tackle these 2 leaders. Protective Custody waiting on the run from Vital Asset, and then Full Limit, but Little Bit Lively kicks in the straight, and at the 200 opens up more than a length. Instant Noodle, Mitigate, and then Protective Custody, followed at the head of the others by Lake's Entrance, but Little Bit Lively's in no danger. Our Survivor climbing. Oh boy, I tell you what, it did come home at 100 miles an hour. It's made it interesting with Little Bit Lively, this horse on the outside. Our Survivor. Instant Noodle up there for third with Lake's Entrance and Vital Asset. Not far away next was Mitigate, and then came another length and a half away Scenic Traveller, and then Protective Custody, Full Limit, Imperial Lodge and Blue Arctic. Goodness me, that horse has come at 1,000,000 miles an hour on the outside. Little Bit Lively at the 100 marker was going to win by a length and a half, and then Hands and Heels the rider, and then this horse on the outside has come with a withering run, and the action on the freeze has been captured past the winning post. This horse has made it very interesting, Our Survivor, mark my words, and it's probably finished that quickly. It might have got up. Yes, it has. Number 12, Our Survivor, ridden by Lane Maloney, has scored for Gordon York at Gosford and the Marr family by Revocious, an 8-year-old brown gelding. Ran home pretty well at Warwick Farm behind Optimax, but even today its most ardent supporter would have thought, gee, I don't think it could run home the last 200 as quick as it did.
It's absolutely flown. Our Survivor, Lane Maloney, up for Gordon York. Little Bit Lively, Lake's Entrance. Officially fourth in the race is number 10, Blue Arctic, ridden by Corey Brown. The first for 13,792.20. The daily double 4 and 12, $82, and the special dividend $2.80. on race 5, Canterbury. More totes to come for interstate punters. Now, coming up in 21 minutes from Angle Park, Waterview Star is the top rater. Twain, Excitability and Unopposed, 3, 8, 1 and 6. And there's 3 hopes there for the Cup. 1, 3 and 8. We're about to talk about Waterview Star for trainer Peter Dapper, and the Greyhound is very well drawn tonight in box 3.
The burning question, can he cross the red?
Well, I'm hoping he can. I've seen the red race a few times. I've raced against him, and he just likes to get off that one step at box rise. So I'm hoping luck goes my way and he finds the check in the race and hopefully have a bit of luck and get on the lure. Look, anything can happen in this race for the first turn, Hilton. It's just going to be one of those races the way that the boxes have planned out. Yeah.
Has he improved since his heat win?
Well, I would say he would. On his run last week, I thought he got a little bit lost through the catching pen. His second section is usually his best section, and I think that let him down a little bit last week. But look, he knows where he is tonight. He knows the box rise, the run-up and all that. There's no excuses tonight, Hilton.
All the best, Pete.
Thanking you.
Well, the Greyhound is really flying at the moment. He's won his last 4 starts in succession, including that heat in 29.38. We're about to hear from one of the South Australian trainers who has Rob Spot in the race tonight, and I refer to Lewiston trainer Chris Cotton.
Any other box but 7 for Rob Spot?
Yeah, I was praying for box 1, 2 or 3 because he's a dead set railer, but he is a good beginner, and there's every chance that we may get somewhere close, but I just can't see us beating, the 1 or maybe even the 8. I mean, I might even give the 8 a card over, so... he's been a terrific dog. He's only a young dog, so we can only see what happens.
You're flying the flag for SA. Good luck, Chris.
Thank you very much, Hilton.
10 to 1 chance, Rob Spot, for a local victory in the Adelaide Cup. The first 4 at Moonee Valley, 5, 1, 9 and 6. Easy Virtue was 4th, paid $1,367.30, and we're standing by for correct weight or otherwise to come through. Let's continue our preview of the Adelaide Cup from Angle Park. This time we hear from West Australian trainer Jimmy Lee, the trainer of Twain, who won her heat in 29.26.
Well, she's handled box 8 at Cannington to a nicety. What about here at Angle Park? What do you think?
We'll find out in about an hour's time, I guess. But we can only hope. She's pretty intelligent. She won't crash across, so hopefully just follow the 7 and 6 apparently crashed the rail, so hopefully they'll give her the clear run.
Has she surprised you how well she's gone in Adelaide?
She has. Like the track doesn't suit her because she's not overly quick early, but to do what she's done in the last 3 weeks, it's been amazing. Like she's not a speed dog, but to come to a speed track and go as well as she has, we just can't complain, can we?
And you've travelled here the same as you have for the past 2 weeks. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, when we went to Melbourne, we found that she didn't settle when I went the day before. So we've been travelling the day of the race, and the last 3 weeks we can't complain about how she's been going, and it just seems to work. She's at home, she's real docile, but when we go on the road, she just won't settle. So the shorter we're here, the better it is.
And what does the future hold, Jimmy? I believe you're going to keep the Greyhound for a while as the trainer.
Yes, I will. Far as the plan always was for me to keep it for the Australian Cup and the Perth Cup, and then she'll probably be going back home to Sydney for the Easter egg. So it's before last week there was a bit of conjecture about what would happen, but as far as I know, that's the plan. She'll be staying with me to go to the Australian Cup Carnival and then back to the Perth Cup, and then after that she'll probably go home and then finish up. An
exciting time of your life, Jimmy. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, and I'd like to thank all the people of South Australia because the hospitality and the support I've been given by them, it's been great. So it's a good time to be involved in dogs, and it's an exciting time. So I just wish everyone luck, and I hope we go well.
It's Jimmy Lee from WA with one of the favourites in the Adelaide Cup, a greyhound by the name of Twain, and she's very, very good. Now here's Ron Dufficy joining us with his tips for the last at Canterbury.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Off. Let's have a look at the betting first with the bookmakers on track. Excitability, Waterview Star and Twain, all equal favourites, about 1 roll better than half each way. It's quite incredible. Most open race, the 1, the 3 and the 8. Then under double figures, number 5, Arvo's Junior, and the rest are all over double figures. There's been a little bit of backing for 6 unopposed at double figure odds as well. Excitability, this greyhound was sensational in winning last week. The time was 29.65, but what he did, greyhounds don't do here at Angle Park. He got handled at the first corner by Rag Solo, who took him wide. He was wide in the back straight, and then he had to come around the Rag Solo again, and then ran pristine Raider down. It was an incredible run, and I keep remembering the Melbourne Cup win when Mint Mojo took it to him for 300 metres. This little bloke who's 28 kilos drove under Mint Mojo, held him, and went on to win that $100,000 to the winner feature. I like him. Excitability. Fittler Bale was a nice run last week. The time was there, 29.44. He did jump slowly, though. I can't see him giving these a start, but if there is a jam at the first turn, he'll rail hard and will be right on the speed. He's probably a roughie. I've got him in as the third pick, in fact. Waterview Star. I don't think that Excitability, that Waterview Star can cross Excitability, the Cranbourne Cup winner. He was very impressive last week, but similar to Twain and others, he got straight to the lead going around the first turn. A lot of these greyhounds have similar mustering patterns, and they all rail and have terrific pace through the first two sections of the race. So I've got the one holding the three. Undue Speed will be struggling. Arvos Jr. is the strongest dog in the race. If there's trouble, he'll wide sweep. Unopposed and Rob Spot, I think they'll come together at the start. I don't think Twain can get across, to be honest. She's got straight on the rail at the first corner with her 2 runs in Adelaide, but she does have a reasonable record at Cannington. I've put her in for 4th. One a special for mine, 3, 2 and 8.
OK, Hilton, and we'll have more from Angle Park shortly. Now, the first 4 in Superfecta details Canterbury. The first 4 on 1 has been introduced to the crowd, and they're about to head off to the boxes. Good money coming for Excitability on the Tote Hill.
Yeah, well, people must be listening to us, hopefully. $3.40 currently. This is a first 4 jackpot race on Unitab. If you're interested, you can take one for 25 cents or a quarter unit. That's possible on the Unitab, so it can work out fairly cheap to take a first 4. You might get it. The current pool in the first 4 is 20,708. $3.40 for Excitability. Will continue to firm for mine. Fittler Bale, there's a touch of overs there at $16.20. He's got a rough each way chance in the race. Waterview Star, $4.10. That's overs compared to what's happening on track. Undue Speed is a roughie, similar to what he's on course, $25.60. Arvos Jr. number 5, paying $17.50. If you're going to back him, you've got to back him each way. He's the strongest greyhound in the race, but he's going to need clear, wide running. Number 6, Unopposed, $14. That's overs. 7, Rob Spot is unders. No doubt a lot of SA money on the only SA rep in the race, $19.80. And number 8, Twain, remains the favourite at $2.70. This bitch, who is a litter sister to Unopposed. What a marvellous litter, Black Shiraz Mystery Bird. There's others in this litter. Of course, we have Cyrus the Virus, Lucy Lou. It's a great litter. All right, let's take you trackside to Brenton Yates for his call of the 2003 Adelaide Cup.
They are about to move forward. This is the 2003 Smoke-Free Adelaide Cup final. Twain is the Unitab favourite as they are about to be loaded. Race 9 tonight. They went through heats last week. It was winners only to get through to chase this $50,000 in first prize money tonight. They're moving in. Last 4 about to come up. The 2003 Smoke-Free Adelaide Cup. Twain the favourite at $2.80. Signal given. Here's the bunny. They're set to go. Ready. Racing. Twain got out reasonably well. Waterview Star showing pace with Unopposed as they go to that first turn. Unopposed copped a check and Waterview Star in front, led by a length and a half on Excitability. 4 away Fittler Bale, a length off Undue Speed. 3 away came Twain from Arvos Jr. as Undue Speed broke down from Unopposed, and Rob Spot last of all, but the front runner Waterview Star led by only a length to the Melbourne Cup winner Excitability as they turn. Then Fittler Bale, but it's Waterview Star clear over Excitability, and Waterview Star takes out the cup. Excitability second, Arvos Jr. third, and fourth home Fittler Bale. Then came Unopposed from Twain, Rob Spot, and Undue Speed looked to go a miss down the back straight. After the running, after race 9, our feature race, the Smoke-Free Adelaide Cup. And Waterview Star for Peter Dapperin. Taking out our feature race has been too good. Number 3. One Excitability second. And tried his hardest, but could not get to Waterview Star.
It's a beaut run too. 29.34. He went 29.38 in the heat and has gone even faster in winning the final. Waterview Star, trained by Peter Dapper, and who has this greyhound absolutely flying. That's 5 wins in succession tonight. Excitability tried very hard. Arvo's Junior third, and fourth in the race was number 2 Fittler Vale. 3, 1, 5 and 2 on the 9th. All the totes are in. Just the Super Tab trifecta to come. It won't be too far away. So a good win to Waterview Star. Now here's Alf with the late mail, the last at Moonee Valley. Alf?
Yeah, thanks, Matt. I hope we have a bit more luck than what Rajar Lane did in the last one. Nevertheless, I've put number 14.
Of very good hope, he believed. Anyway, Jamra, it's a double figure odds at the moment. About
Trotters Cup.